Impact segment tonight, the Health and Human Services Department has spent more than $3 million on a pro-Obamacare commercial starring Andy Griffith.
1965. A lot of good things came out that year, like Medicare. This year, like always, we'll have our guaranteed benefits. And with the new health care law, more good things are coming. Free checkups, lower prescription costs, and better ways to protect us and Medicare from fraud.
Think Andy knows President Obama wants to raise his taxes? I don't think he knows. Now, the problem with that spot is the nonpartisan website factcheck.org says it's not true. Some Americans will see their Medicare benefits change drastically for the worse, although there is no truth to the rumor that Floyd the barber will be one of them. Joining us now from Los Angeles, radio commentator Leslie Marshall, who doesn't know who Floyd the barber is, and here in the studio, Fox News analyst Ellis Hennigan, who used to write scripts for Mayberry RFD.
I'm an Opie guy more, actually.
All right, look, first of all, let's get to the $3 million being spent by the government, our tax dollars, on this kind of propaganda by Andy. Come on.
Wait a second. You and I both work in television. You're now against television advertising?
No, stop.
I want it to be
I've heard spin. They take $3 million of taxpayer money. A lot of taxpayers oppose Obamacare, and they spend it on propaganda, and you say that's okay?
Here's the reality.
Is it okay or not?
I think it's fine for the government to advertise under certain circumstances. There were huge fear-based, frankly, a lot of lies about this program.
But they weren't paid for by the taxpayers.
But you know what? The folks who run Medicare do have some responsibility to inform their constituents, the seniors in this
about
country,
the truth.
About the truth.
But Andy didn't say the truth.
They have a right to know that there are deaf panels and that their money is actually going to be doing
so
something.
according to factcheck.org, all right, 10 million Medicare Advantage recipients will see their benefits cut by about $50 a month. So that's not what Andy's saying here.
You know, actually, if you want to parse and get to the real technicality,
I want you to address.
No, what I'm saying.
Factcheck.org saying 10 million people are going to get it.
Here's the reality.
Right.
Yes, it's advertising speak. Yes, it's smushed. It's a little weaselly. In the way that a lot of advertising is, frankly. But it's technically correct. The guaranteed benefits aren't cut.
Are you telling me Opie's father is being a weasel? Is that what you're doing?
I'm saying that there is a standard that goes on in advertising. I hate to say it because we make our money at it, but you know,
Leslie, I don't know
what
Ellis is talking about, but all I know is that this fact check, and it's a nonpartisan group, not a conservative group, says, look, 10 million Americans are going to have their Medicaid benefit. I want to get this right, okay? Cut by about $50 a month, so that Andy is not telling the truth on our dime. You should be outraged out there, Leslie. Are you?
Well, the only outrage I have is that 23% that's being cut to physicians is going to affect my household because my husband's one of those Medicare providers. But when you look at these people, Bill,
let me stop you now. So your husband's a doctor, okay, and he's going to make less money, all right, because of the Obamacare thing. And you're concerned because you can't buy more jewelry, or what is that?
No, I never said that, Bill. Oh, you're bad. Oh, no, not at all. Boy, that threw me. No, what I'm saying is I agree with Ellis, there's advertising. How come nobody was outraged, Democrats in California were at least, when Bush was spending $22 million on an ad with information? And I agree with Ellis, before the election.
Leslie, what ad was that?
There was an ad on Medicare where California Democrats stated that George W. Bush, then president, was misinforming and misleading the American people when it came to Medicare.
And who paid for that ad?
Who
paid for that ad?
The American taxpayer.
All right. We'll check it out. But look, we have the $3 million, and granted, it's chump change when you have a $14 trillion deficit. But I'm saying to myself, it's just not right. It's just not right. And by the way, I want to be fair to Andy Griffith. He didn't get any money.
He didn't get paid. And Bill, listen, the natural extension of this argument that you're making, although it's kind of appealing in a way, government should shut down all PR operations.
I don't think here's what I say.
Communicate.
I don't mind a public service announcement that is fact-based in stone. But now we find out that Andy is misleading the public. And look, strip your ideology away.
It has nothing to do with ideology.
No, you're paying for Andy to mislead you. Does that make any sense?
What I'm saying. In the modern age, Bill, and you understand this in the communication world, government needs to talk to people.
Okay, they need to talk to people in a straight way.
And the arena that they're operating in is the arena that all of us operate in. It's debate, it's shorthand, it's passion. You know that.
Leslie, I'll make one last attempt. Are you offended that you paid for Andy Griffith to mislead you? I'm offended by that. are you, Leslie?
First of all, I am not, because Andy Griffith didn't get the money. Second of all, because in advertising, let me tell you, if in advertising nowadays, Bill, I'm sorry, but if we can get the majority of the message out there, and I think that is what we needed, the majority of the message to be clear.
I just want the record to show that both Leslie and Ellis are not offended that their taxpayer money was spent to mislead them.
No.
Therefore, after the program, I'm going to give you their addresses. You can go to their house and they'll give you money. All right, Leslie and Ellis.
They can send money. They can send money.
No more ads on the show, I hope. No more ads.
Directly ahead, American Muslims